Good evening, everybody. Chris and Tiffany here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to tonight's video. And due to some technical difficulties, the intro is missing. So, that is okay. We will get it all worked out, but we are here. We are ready to go. And I think we are all set. How has everybody's week been? How is everybody doing? And we are 13 days away from Christmas.
Yes.
I'm thinking at some point I might need to actually shop for something for Tiffany for Christmas. What do you think?
Maybe.
Well, no, remember we saw the joke earlier today. I said, after checking my bank account for this year, everybody will be getting a text message.
Yes.
So
Dilly's here, says good afternoon. Attila the Fun. Hey, y'all. And Texas Cruiser, howdy, folks.
welcome. We're going to cover some interesting things going on in the cruising world this past week. First one, kind of an update from what we talked a little bit about last week, but Mexico has put the $42 per cruise passenger on hold. Which is good. That's good for the cruise pass. Of course, originally that wasn't supposed to start till 2026. They passed it, moved it to 2025, January 1st, and now they've at least moved it back for 6 months. Cruise lines are still rumbling and grumbling, and have bought 6 more months out of that, and we're going to see how that goes.
Yes. Shika's here. Hello, everyone. Desiree's here. Good evening, guys, and happy holidays to the both of you. Enjoy your holiday.
All right, now it is just cold here.
Yes.
It is getting down into the 30s at night. I'm actually having to put on things with sleeves and long pants. It's
Yes.
like a crime against nature.
Andre's here. Happy holidays, everyone.
And Chica, I enjoyed all of those pictures from your last cruise.
Yes.
Those were some awesome pictures.
Yes.
What are you doing over
Give
there?
me just a second.
You're like going sideways
I
and
know.
left ways.
I know what Desiree wants.
Oh, I'm not sure that's what he wants. Yeah, Tiffany likes shirts that blink and flash and do all that other kind of stuff.
So it makes it easier at work when we have light up days because you just get a shirt with lights on it and then you don't have to add lights to it. So just got to remember to take the battery pack and the lights out to wash it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So
Don't need to be washing your batteries or anything like that.
no.
So we got puppy cam going now for Desiree.
Yeah. Desiree says, hi, doggy. Let me see you. He's mad at me right now because I got him some Christmas jammies
Sorry.
and he did not like it. Shika says, our cruise was very cold. I came home with a cold.
Yeah, Tiffany and I have caught something here this last week. I don't know what it is, but
Just a nagging, not a constant cough, but just
yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like sick, I guess. I don't know what it is, but other than absolutely annoying, it is definitely that.
Nellie's here. Hi, all.
Welcome.
Desiree says, hi there, puppy. Ray's here. Hello from Nag's Head from Judy and Ray.
Welcome to tonight's show. All right. So let's keep on rocking and rolling here. And we are going to talk about, Carnival's been on a roll. They just been on a roll this last week. Carnival said, you don't pay enough for your drink price. Your drink packages are not expensive enough. Let's kick that sucker up 16%. So we did see a raise in Carnival Cruise Line's drink packages. Go up by 16% for cruises that are 6 nights or longer. But that wasn't enough. Nope. They said, and your Wi-Fi's going up too.
Oh,
Yeah, Wi-Fi went up anywhere between 13 and 22%.
wow. Guess it's a good thing I don't get Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's a pretty good thing they have Wi-Fi. And I don't know. I love cruising, and I 100% support cruising in all shapes and forms. But Carnival, I'm starting to question, we're seeing price go up. We're seeing services and other things go down.
Mhm.
They're starting to get a little bit out of balance. Carnival's real good about changing things, taking things away, and then the prices are still continuing to go up and starting to get a little problematic from them.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't even keep the pizza place open past midnight.
Nellie's asking, is there anything changing with Half Moon Key? I saw they changed the name.
Yes, there is, and I'm actually going to talk about that story. I think that's actually a good story, though. That is something Carnival is doing well, which is probably why your prices went up. They're going to pay for it. They got to get that money from somewhere. And so it's going to have to come from cruisers. But yeah, so I think it's going to be an ongoing issue as to what, is Carnival's value beginning to decrease based on their price increases? Are we starting to see more nickel and diming from them more than ever? And there's a lot of little things that Carnival does that, I don't know, to me seem like they're money based. I love Carnival. They're the fun ships, and they really are. But, people always ask for that middle drink package from Carnival. You have the soda package, you have the Cheers package, but what about the one in the middle that covers like specialty coffee and things like that? And Carnival always says, we can't do it. It would cost too much. It's way too expensive. But how do the other cruise lines do it?
Yeah.
How is Royal Caribbean doing it if it's too expensive and can't happen? So, I don't know.
Sheikah says, I actually could have worn that sweatshirt last night. They turned the power off for 36 hours because of the high winds. My goodness, that's a long time without power.
Yes, it is.
Wow. How high were the winds? Because I know that it was windy here. We lost another tree last night because of it. Attila says, Carnival, yeah, prices up, services no better or down lately.
And what I'm really waiting to see is they've been talking about it, about the new loyalty program. They're supposed to be announcing that. It was supposed to be sometime into this year, but of course nothing yet. I don't know if that's going to go into next year as they revamp it. Is that going to be a benefit, or is that going to be another straw trying to break the camel's back? If they create loyalty levels and take more things away from their loyal cruisers, it could be a problem. And I heard, someone else said it, but they said, if your most loyal cruisers, your absolute diehard fans, if they lose faith and they don't believe in you anymore, and you think the cruise line doesn't care about them anymore, at that point, it really won't matter anymore. They're going to go to another cruise line, and they could be 20 years loyal. And if it gets to the point where they just feel that they've been brushed aside, and they go somewhere else, you'll almost never win them back.
Yeah. Ray said, my grandmother would call that caught the crud.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Texas Cruiser says Carnival sure is taking their time with revamping of their loyalty program, which is what we just.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's good, and hopefully it's going to make the Carnival loyal happy. But Carnival's not on a winning streak when it comes to cost items. Just so many little things. They can't have tablecloths anymore because it's bad for the environment. Okay, makes sense. But other cruise ships have them. Mm-hmm. Little things like that. It's beginning to add up. When it was one thing here, one thing there, that's okay. You can accept them, but it's just been thing after thing after thing, little things.
Yeah, there weren't menus in some of the bars because they were going to change the price. Bought your 2 drinks at the Alchemy bar, and the bill was $38.
Wow.
And I'm sure they had their gratuity in there.
Yeah. So, but of course, at the moment, it's not going to help. As long as these cruise lines are still booking it 100%, people are willing to pay. Cruise lines are not motivated to start to bring that down, start to lower it down.
Yeah. Attila says, yeah, it was windy here too. Nothing lost since I lost it all in Hurricane Beryl.
Sad.
I don't even know how to. Hopefully you're recovering. Galveston, Texas Cruiser said Galveston will be in the 70s this weekend. I'm good with that. Yeah, it's supposed to get about 75 here.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be nice this weekend. It's just we got a couple of really cold nights.
Yeah. Ray says, where's the limit of the add-ons?
That's gonna be the question. The limit's gonna be when cruise passengers say no. When cruise passengers stop buying the drink package, that's when it'll catch their attention. When nobody purchases the Wi-Fi, that will get their attention. But until those sort of things happen and people continue to book, purchase, and buy, there's real no motivation for your everyday person. For the cruise line to care what anybody thinks.
Yeah. James is here. Hello, Chris and Tiffany, and all high seas cruisers.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Royals restaurants look upscale with having tablecloths.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Royal's one of them. That the main dining room has tablecloths. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all about protecting the environment, but if Royal Caribbean can wash tablecloths and not affect the environment, so can Carnival.
Yeah.
So is it
process?
So is it environmental or is it
cost effective because they don't have to have as many launderers? Is that a good word? Is that the right word? Laundry people.
Yeah. So, and Carnival can say what they want, but the passengers are starting to notice. It's becoming a conversation. And sometimes Carnival's answers aren't really the best because, they'll say, well, why has the price of the water gone up so much? And their response is, well, it's still cheaper than buying it in the airport. Because, of course, you want to be, price compared to the airport. Is that really the best that you can compare yourself to? We're still cheaper than the airport.
Yeah.
So chicken's going to come home to roost on that eventually.
Yeah.
Hopefully they wise up before it becomes an issue.
Chica says, I agree with you, Chris. As long as we keep booking, prices won't go down.
Nope. And we're guilty of it too. We like to book too.
Yeah. And Ray is still waiting on pretzels at the bar.
You're going to be waiting a long time.
Attila says, I am having some doubt about the Carnival loyalty program makeover. It'll probably just cut off a lot of people from high levels. Oh, and I meant trees and hurricanes, not my house or anything. Oh, good.
Okay.
Okay, good. Good. Attila also said, we have a bare yard, just grass now. No trees or bushes left, but house was damaged a little. It's all fixed and we are good. I'm glad to hear that because
if you need sticker burrs,
we can send them your
I
way.
can send you plenty of those. That's where high winds come in and they just bring more.
Yeah. Nelly's at Attila said that's the best outcome. Sheikah says, first day on the cruise, my son-in-law bought a bucket of Michelob Ultra for $58 in Sonata.
Mm-hmm.
He bought a 6-pack of
Dos Equis
for $7. Wow.
You don't know your beer symbols, huh? It's Dos Equis.
I thought it was, but
Yeah, Michelob for 58, Dos Equis for 7.
That's just.
But yeah, that's kind of the trend right now. And all the cruise lines are guilty of raising their rates, but Carnival seems to be doing it at a rate that
we can't keep up with.
That we can't keep up with. And we'll still cruise, but there's going to be some cruises that the extras are going to be left off.
Yeah.
Just over the cost. To me, they're getting to the point where they are not worth it.
Mm-mm.
They are just absolutely not worth it. So, but that's Carnival's one side of the news, but there is Carnival news for Half Moon Cay because it's not Half Moon Key, whatever it is. It's K now for sure anyway. So there is new information on Half Moon because it's not even Half Moon anymore. They have changed the name.
Is it full moon now?
No, it's a full moon. That's something you do in the backseat of your car in the window. Anyway, no, it's now Relax Away Halfway K. That's the new name of it. Relax Away Halfway K, which Carnival can say whatever it wants to say.
Sounds like they're trying to follow.
Perfect Day at Coco Key. No, Perfect Day at Coco K. I always mess that up. And now it's Relax Away at Half Moon K. Yeah, there we go. Gotta make sure my rhyming is right. But essentially what they're doing with Half Moon is they are going to cut it in half. So what everybody that's been to Half Moon, you go to the southern point of the island and you tender in, that is actually going to become Holland America's private location. So Holland America ships are going to be the ones that go there. They are still going to tender from there, and that whole area is going to be revamped, refurbished. They're going to add new things and new stuff, which is why anybody that has a cruise book going to Half Moon here over the next year or so, a lot of folks saw itinerary changes, dropping Half Moon, going to Princess Key and different places like that, and having that dropped. And the reason it's being dropped is because the island's under construction. And so anybody that's wondering about those port changes, why was it dropped from my itinerary? Well, because they don't want you in the middle of the construction zone while that's going on. Now, at the north side of the island, because remember, it's kind of moon shaped. So you have the south down here and the north up here. It's kind of pointy like the south is. But that is where the cruise dock is being built, large enough to handle an XL class ship from Carnival. And that is where Carnival's cruises are going to dock in the future. And they're building all new restaurants and facilities and stuff along there. And that's going to be the Carnival. So it'll have a Carnival end, a Holland America end, and be renamed to Relax Away at Moon K. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to get those right.
Yeah. So I'm going to skip a couple. Our Texas Cruiser says Royal did make a loyalty program change. When I get one of my 5 free drinks, the bartenders won't serve me an unopened beer. I prefer it unopened in case I need to take it to the room. And then Ray says, when is the add-ons going to equal the cruise? And Nellie is asking, so only Holland America passengers do half of the island, or Holland just parks there?
No, so essentially it's going to be two, if the way they're describing it right now, is that one end of the island is for Carnival, the other end will be for Holland America. So Holland America will be the only cruise line that tenders in on that southern point, because that is still going to be a tender port just like it is now. But that'll be the Holland America end, and then Carnival goes to the northern end. But the whole island is just now called Relax Away at Half Moon K. Because Holland America's been going to Half Moon all this time, but they're essentially going to take over just the southern section, Carnival going to the northern section. Doesn't mean we would never, ever see any bleed over between the two. But that's what their current theory is. Now, what I am waiting to see is because they're going to be building new stuff and new restaurants. And are we going to see it turn out to be like Carnival's other place in us, Rendezvous Key? No. Celebration Key. There we go. Celebration Key, where you get a meal ticket when you get off and you can only eat, and then there's going to be a whole bunch of upscale pay for type places to eat. Are we going to see change into that? Okay, we're definitely not going to see, even under the new build, where their drink package is going to work on the island. Yeah. Carnival absolutely against that. But I'm curious to see if they're going to add more options that you can pay for when you're there. My guess is yes, that they're going to do that. And we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah.
But that's what Carnival's got going on with their private island.
Yes.
So it's been a lot of Carnival news this week. Price is up, all this construction going on Half Moon. But like I said, they got to pay for it somehow. Yeah. So.
Nellie said, and both north and south sides share the island?
Yeah, it's all one island.
Just parking in different spots.
Mm-hmm. It's called Half Moon because if you actually look at it, and I wish I saved the picture. It looks like a half moon. And so on the two tips of the moon, there's one on the north and one on the south. Carnival will be up here, and Holland America will be down here at the bottom tip. So all one island, still connected. In theory, you could walk from one end of that island to the other, and then all the beaches in the middle between the two cruise ships.
Yeah. Ray says, sorry, Tip, but we don't cruise to go to Disney. We'll stay on board and enjoy the Lido. Attila says the surprise of the day, they are splitting up Half Moon. Weird but interesting. What'll happen?
I don't know. It kind of makes sense because they've always had to build the dock up on the northern end. That's the only place that they can do it with the water, the depth, the environmental. They said they couldn't put it down south where Half Moon currently exists. You know, it's got that little channel and you take the tenders up into it and stuff like that. So it kind of makes sense that if they docked at the north, the Carnival is going to have to dock at the north no matter what. They have to build the dock to get the XL class ships in. They can't tender ships that big in any kind of time frame. They would either going to have to bring everybody down to the other side of the island, or everybody was going to have to walk. They would have had to figure out something or build something up on the north, which is exactly what they're doing. And honestly, Half Moon, the way it is right now, you remember, it's pretty small.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a huge area down there at the end that, you know, a full XL class or two, because the dock's going to be able to hold two of those ships, it would be extremely overcrowded. So new construction was bound to happen. They were going to have to expand it and increase it just for where the dock had to go. So kind of makes sense, you know, and now they can say that this is Carnival's, this is Holland America's. It's all on the same island, so they don't have to lease, purchase, or anything for a new island. And so they save money. They can claim they now have two ports in the exact same spot. Financially, it makes sense.
Yeah. James says, I'm like you, Ray. I like to stay on board instead of going to the island. You know, just Cody's here. Everyone hit the like button.
See, we've been to Half Moon. I love Half Moon.
Yeah.
They do. They got some beautiful beaches and some beautiful water. And to me, it's an awesome beach day. I will go there and swim all the time. I like the fact they're putting a dock in. Because I can't stand a tender port if I don't have it, you know.
Yeah. Connie says, I wonder if the demographics factor into split. Holland America is mostly older adults. And then Texas Cruiser saying I think Carnival is making these changes for the huge mega ships Carnival is building.
Oh, no, that's absolutely true. It is for the huge mega ships they're building. That it absolutely is. That's the reason they're putting in the dock alone right there. Because, you know, just like Royal and all the other, you cannot tender a 6,000 passenger cruise ship. You just can't do it. It's chaos. It takes hours. By the time people get on and off, it's a mess. That's why they don't do it.
Texas Cruiser says, Donna and I like to stay on the ships more than we used to. We have a blast on board.
I still got that I want to swim in every ocean, every chance I can get. That water's crystal clear. I'm in it. I mean, come on. You see the water that's down there around Galveston. So if I get pretty clean water, yeah. I'm going for it.
Yeah. Ray says Tip is doing double duty with both babies.
Yeah, they both want to get picked up. You pick up one, and the other one wants to get picked up.
Yeah. Attila says, true, Rick, 100%. Gotta refit a lot of things for these big ships.
Yeah, and of course they got to get those private islands up and running and going and all that kind of stuff, because the bigger the ships get, the less the cruise ports want. And well, we still don't even know what's going to happen with Mexico. That's still on the table, that we could see itinerary changes resulting from that, and that could still be an issue and a problem, further down the road. Of course, at the same time, other countries in Central and South America they're noticing that Mexico's creating a stir. They've noticed that the cruise lines are saying we may not go in here anymore. And do your impression again, maybe. I thought it was really good of what the other countries are saying. If we skip Mexico, or you're not going to do the dance and the hands and all that this time.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Anyway, so there's other countries that are saying, hey, we wouldn't mind some cruise ships. We wouldn't mind a few extra. We wouldn't mind if you bring those tourist dollars down here. And if nothing else, that should hopefully put more pressure on Mexico to go, whoops, now they got someplace else to go.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Nellie says, I like to get off even for a brief time just to stretch legs and look around.
Yeah, I definitely. There's been a couple times we haven't gone far.
Yeah.
But we usually get off, if nothing else, like you said, just to walk, stretch, get something to drink, grab something to eat real quick. Because you can always find a good snack.
Yes.
And Tiffany always wants to try the coffee wherever she is.
Of course.
That's one of your favorite parts of cruising, isn't it? Coffee around the world?
Coffee around the world. I like it. Attila says, that's what's interesting. If South America or Central America get into the game, of course, that'll take a year or two or more to be out in place and make it nice.
Mm-hmm. But that means, if nothing else, is there interest in possible future cruise ports?
Mm-hmm.
Different things, different opportunities. That could be a real big plus and a positive. So,
Texas Cruiser said that is why Royal is pumping tons of money into Perfect Day Mexico for Royal's mega ships like the Oasis class and Icon class ships home ported in Galveston. Hint, hint.
Yeah, you keep hitting. I believe it'll get here eventually. I just think it's going to be a hot while.
Ray says tourist dollars are good dollars.
Yes, they are. Now, if all tourists were good tourists, that would make it a lot easier for a lot of places. But yeah, at the end of the day, tourist dollars usually can be very good dollars.
Yep. Be Sweet Too says, had my first tender experience last week in Belize on Jewel of the Seas. Was much faster and smoother than expected. Left the ship late morning after all the ticketed folks left, though.
Yeah, if you got the patience to wait until the mad rush gets off, usually it's really super smooth.
Mm-hmm.
If Tiffany and I can wait, if we don't have an excursion, we let the pushers and the shovers and get off. Then we gently ride on over, do what we want to do, come back usually an hour or so early before the rush, bounce right back on.
Yeah.
Usually it's not too bad.
Did you have a good cruise?
That's true. Well, I mean,
any cruise is a good cruise.
Any cruise is a good cruise, and if you come back with a good tender story,
yeah,
where the tenders just didn't make you want to jump off the side, that's made in the shade right there.
James is asking if anybody has sailed the MSC Yacht Club. Seen a few reviews and thinking about trying it.
I haven't tried it, but I've heard nice things about MSC Yacht Club.
Yeah.
I heard you get the extra special pampered type treatment in MSC Yacht Club. Of course, there was that super crazy story going on MSC. Did you guys hear about that one? I told you about that one. Apparently there's video of it out there and everything, but on one of the MSC seashore sailing out of Miami, there was a big old incident in the theater. Old guy or an older gentleman ended up getting punched in the face by a woman. After these two women were
enjoying each other's company in a biblical manner in the theater, sitting on the stairs between rows of chairs. And apparently there was alcohol involved. Okay. There usually is.
I did see that over on MSC. I will not be sharing those videos because they will violate every YouTube thing out there because they are graphic and they are violent. So, but I do know if you go over to the Ship Life Jay's page on Facebook, the videos are over there if you guys want to check those out.
Nellie says Rick and his icon in Galveston. Haha. But I did see Royal Caribbean blog Matt stated he was shocked it was Symphony and not Icon in Galveston.
Being the only icon that they have currently sailing, as well as it's doing in Florida, and the fact that there's not a big port like Perfect Day in Mexico yet, I'm honestly not. I'm honestly not surprised they haven't bumped it over here. And we're just up to Symphony. We got Allure, then we got Harmony, we got Symphony. I think we probably got at least one more coming, maybe Odyssey, maybe Wonder. I think they're going to continue to give us newer ships until we get there. I don't think we're going to grab that icon quite yet. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Texas Cruiser says, I just don't like that long tender ride from where the ship is anchored in Belize. We didn't actually tender into Belize. We tendered to a private island.
Right. We tendered directly to our excursion.
Yeah. Attila says, yeah, wait for the rush to clear. It's easy and we get to shop and browse and walk around. Of course, in Belize City, stay out of the dangerous neighborhoods and it's okay.
We never made it. We didn't get to that one though. I want to go back just to do that. I said we went straight to an excursion and straight back to the ship. And then by the time we got back to the ship, it was just
we didn't want to chance it.
We did not want to chance it with missing tenders and being those people.
Yeah. Attila says, huh? What? Weird. Probably your story.
Yeah. Oh, it is weird. I don't know what. Well, you know what? I would like to say that I'm shocked. I'd like to say I was surprised. I'd like to say I can't believe it happened. But I can. I honestly can. But I mean, I said apparently these women were doing this sort of stuff with no clothes. Tops would come off, dresses would come up, and they were knowing each other biblically and knowing themselves biblically right there in the theater with people in it while the comedy show was going on. And then apparently we're shocked and surprised when people didn't like it.
I don't know why. Ray says MSC is not on our crew list. Too many negative. Cruise list too many negatives.
It's on mine. It is on. We will be on in November out of Galveston, the first sailing outing. I want to try it. I've seen the list. There's a bunch that have problems with it. I've also seen a bunch that love it, and I want to find out for myself.
Yeah.
Then I'll be able to come back for sure and say, it's good, or ooh. No.
Nellie says, I would love to see a quantum class ship here.
I said, I think we'll get, a couple of more before we get to the Icon. Maybe. I said, I could be utterly wrong. Symphony could roll out and Icon could roll right on in.
Yeah.
And it's going to be all about the money, of course. But I know right now Icon's just banking it right there doing them cruises out of Florida. And if, take the fist fights off the ship, they're making money.
Mm-hmm. Sheikah said she missed half the live because she was on a phone call. What? James said, I've seen...
She must be talking about the MSC story.
James says, I've seen a lot of negative too, Ray, but the ones on the yacht club sound pretty nice and actually cheaper than the NCL. Nellie said, I saw comments where people were at the show and they all sided with the guy. Security did nothing. And so he told them to get a room and they went off.
Yeah. So I know what you meant. There's a story on MSC of an incident where there were some folks doing their own thing. If you're familiar with Ship Life, with Jay over on Ship Life, he's got the actual videos and stuff on his Facebook page. And he's got a story on his YouTube channel, which can help you catch up with everything that happened. Let's just say there was some biblical love between two women and some self-love in the middle of a theater while sitting on the stairs because the seats were full between the rows. And cruise passengers didn't like it. They said something, got punched in the face, and charges are filed. Folks are probably going to jail. alcohol was involved, shockingly enough.
It's usually when dumb things happen.
That's like a whole other level, though. You know, we've seen drunk, we've seen
Oh.
dumb and drunk, but we've never seen that.
No.
You know, usually don't get the show within a show. But it was so noticeable and so obvious. I can't remember the comedian's name, but the comedian that was on stage was also filming it. He's got the videos on his stuff too. Oh, there's tons of video of that out there. It's just not appropriate to be shown on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, not with us being a family show.
Yeah, well, it's barely appropriate. Well, it'll violate all of YouTube's guidelines, no matter what kind of show you have.
James says, no surprise, alcohol was involved.
Yep. And so, but it is proof. It's not only Carnival. It's MSC. It's Carnival. It's Royal. They had the big incident on Icon. It's MSC.
Texas Cruiser said, I saw the video, Sheikah. It was wild.
Right? Yeah, definitely not appropriate for to be shown on here, but yeah, it was out there. It'll make you go, what? Well, stuff, weird stuff happens. It happens on balconies and things like that, right? But dang, the middle of the theater.
In the middle of a show.
In the middle of a show. Then even the comedian's like, pull out my phone here. I got to record this.
Chris, when was your MSC cruise?
No, is upcoming still. Our first one is November 7th, 9th out of Galveston. That'll be our very, 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 very first MSC ever. So we still got 11 months before we go to that one.
Seascape, right?
Sure. It starts with S. I always forget. It's either Seascape or Seaside. I cannot keep those two straight no matter what.
I don't know. They play commercials about it all the time on my streaming channel. So I think it's Seascape.
Cool. We're going to go with Seascape.
Fun. Yeah. I mean, people just don't understand the 15 drink limit is a limit, not a challenge.
I don't think MSC has one.
I don't know.
MSC, they lean European. I don't know that they have one. They might after this, but
Texas Cruiser says, right? It is Seascape if you're going out of Galveston.
Thank you. So you were right. I don't know why. Something is wrong in my head that I cannot separate Seascape and Seashore from MSC. My brain is convinced it's the exact same ship. I know it's not.
Thank you, Margaret.
But I am utterly not tell. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, I keep hearing the commercials about it. Onboard credit, free drink packages, free Wi-Fi.
I'm sure.
So
MSC, if they can beat everybody else price wise, they sure will.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody may like them, but they'll beat their price.
Attila the Fun says, oh, I think you're right. Well, then I'm booking them tomorrow. I'll see you on the stairs in the theater. Texas Cruiser, I think Carnival is the only cruise line with 15 drink limit. Be Sweet 2 says, I'm hoping to do MSC's November 30th sailing out of Galveston. All 5 of my cruises have been on Royal Caribbean, so wanting to change it up. Also doing Discovery Princess out of LA in February.
Now, we've done Discovery Princess.
Pretty ship.
Loved that ship. Discovery Princess was cool. I mean, she was beautiful. She was awesome. She has 3 specialty coffee shops, which Tiffany loves. They got a specialty coffee shop in the middle of their buffet.
Yes. And they have an awesome chai lavender latte. So, in case you like lavender or chai or coffee.
Okay.
James says, okay, cool. Might have to try the MSC Yacht Club, and you can give me reviews on both sides of MSC cruising. And Texas Cruiser is just laughing at Attila.
Well, yeah, he wants to go test out the limit and then participate in the comedy show. You know, you do you when you cruise. I would not recommend the part where you punch the old guy and, get locked in your cabin for the rest of the cruise when security does finally arrive and drag you off. But that would be good.
No, it wouldn't.
Wouldn't be good. But that is actually the majority of the cruise news. Like I said, Carnival's pretty much dominated it this week.
With price hikes.
And their new construction news, things like that. Other than that, it's been relatively quiet. Now,
sorry. Which cruise line has the better regular coffee? I love Royals.
that's a you question.
Yeah.
You've had Carnival, you've had Royal,
Carnival's is not that good.
You've had Princess, you've had Disney.
I didn't
You've had
actually
MSC.
have Princess regular coffee.
I thought you did once or twice for breakfast.
Yes, I did. I would have to say Royals.
You like Royal's regular coffee the best?
Regular coffee the best. I didn't have to put 20 packets of creamer and honey and all that jive in there. Now, when I say I like coffee, guys, I can't drink it black. But yeah, all the other ones you have to put in a whole lot of extra just to get it down.
I don't drink coffee, but Disney Cruise Lines, they do stock Monster for me. So
yes, Princess does have great regular coffee. From what I can remember, I didn't drink it much though because I actually had.
She had the drink package.
I had the drink package, so if I had the choice, I went to the specialty coffee. So.
And she did. Multiple times per day. Totally worth it.
Yep. James says you've got to go into cruising with an open mind. Never know what you're going to see. This is very true.
Open mind and your hand ready to go like this.
Chica says, I agree. Carnival's coffee is not good. No, it's not.
I don't drink it, so but that seems to be the consensus that they don't have the best. But Java Blue makes a good coffee, right?
Yes, Java Blue does. Attila the Fun says, agree. Carnival is not often good. Kind of stale trick stop flavor, but truck stop flavor. But I have to have it, so I drink it anyway. Yes. Now, what makes the specialty coffee on Carnival good? Sorry, they use Ghirardelli. If you ever watch when they're making it, the specialty coffees, they use Ghirardelli.
So your coffee's good because they put candy in it.
Yes.
Okay. Allure had a flood that I saw that little video. And I guess I'm familiar enough with cruising that pipes break. Mm-hmm. Water goes in hallways. I did hear, though, that Royal Caribbean did an excellent job from the comments of getting those passengers there were to relocate them, make sure they weren't in the wet, get it cleaned up, get it fixed. I heard Royal did a really good job, and Allure really took care of that problem very, very quickly. They handled it. But my personal favorite is under all of the videos that I saw of the leak on Allure. Remember, you even saw one. Mm-hmm. Was the comments below it. I don't know how many Titanic comments you can get under one video, but boy, they tried. Mm-hmm. Everything from the Titanic music is playing in the background to Rose better move over so Jack's got room on the door. followed by a whole bunch of them after this. Said, this is exactly why I will never ever go on a cruise in my whole life. It's like, bro, that little water leak is not sinking that ship. Not even remotely close.
Yeah.
It's annoying. It's a pain in the butt. Nobody wants a water fountain in the middle of the hall. Water coming into their cabin, or the little musty smell you know is going to linger around for a couple of days. But good God, it's a water leak.
Yeah.
People act like they don't get them in their houses.
Texas says Allure handled it very well. It is time for Allure to head to dry dock.
Oh, well, yeah.
Margaret was planning Quantum of the Seas for birthday, but now might switch to Discovery Princess. Never sailed Princess. Too many ships, not enough time.
We have that same problem.
But yes, I would definitely give Discovery Princess a try. We absolutely loved her.
Yeah, I love the medallion technology that Princess uses. I know not everybody likes the technology, but the medallion works so well. Everything from you can go in the app, and I could be up in the morning, gone somewhere on the ship. Tiffany can open up the app and say, "Oh, his medallion's on deck 6." Yeah, and she can walk right up on me. That was one of the really great features. In fact, it opens your door, unlocks your door for you, and have to jack with all that. Is nice.
Yeah.
Princess is Princess Plus and Princess Premier packages. Utterly have me sold. I will get one every single time we go on Princess because it just makes everything done up front. Drinks are done, Wi-Fi's done, gratuities are done. Tiffany gets extra desserts. She takes care of the price of her drink package. It's all in coffee, but boy, she'll make it happen.
Yeah.
And Princess has got a lot to offer. It's calmer. It's a lot more chill. You're not going to have your fun squads and stuff like that. But the ship is beautiful. The crew is awesome. I don't think there was anything we didn't like about Discovery.
No. Sheikah wants to know what you drink. No coffee, no alcoholic drinks.
Monster energy drinks. As a veteran of the United States Army, the rumors or the stories or the jokes that soldiers are fueled purely by straight caffeine is 100% true. I know they say that they're bad for you. They're going to make your heart explode. But if that was the case, I actually probably should have died about 30 years ago. So I think I'm all right.
Yeah. NCL Escape will arrive in Galveston this week.
Okay.
And then Margaret said, that sounds great. My husband is always losing me.
Yeah, it's nice because when you guys both have the medallion, it's free in the app. You just locate your medallions, boom, pull it up. It's also great if you drop your medallion, lose it, or leave it somewhere, you can walk right back up on your own medallion with the app because that's what it actually does.
James is telling on you. Chris also likes Mexican tequila.
Truth. Absolute truth, sir.
Yes. Princess has all those crazy huge desserts, 1 million calories. Yes, they do. Part of the Princess package is you get that big crazy gelato with brownies and lollipops and all kinds of donuts and all kinds of fun stuff. Takes you about half an hour to get through it, but yep, it was well worth it.
Totally worth 1 million calories.
Yep. Yes, it was.
So freaking lutely.
Sheikah said, my husband served in the Army many moons ago. Texas Cruiser says, I love tequila.
And does he still have the caffeine problem? I've been out since 2009. And I cannot be late to any place on ever, right? I absolutely can't be late, and I absolutely have to have caffeine. I'm fueled by it.
But I'm the same way.
Yeah, but I gotta have caffeine 12 times a day.
Oh no.
You know how much I can consume.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mexican tequila.
Texas Cruiser says, unfortunately, Donna has banned me from Senior Frogs and Cozumel. Darn it.
Just pick a different one.
Go across the
Here you go.
Senior Frogs, and then it's what's over here? Margaritaville?
Is it Margaritaville? Is it that one?
I think so.
Or Three Amigos?
Three of me.
One-
One of those.
One of those two. You can have just as much fun as the other one, too.
Yep. Yep.
We try them all. We still like to leave the port, though.
Yeah. James says, "Oh no, Texas Senior Frogs is a fun place." Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. It is absolutely fun. Next time we go to Cosmo, maybe we got to go back to Senior Frogs
Maybe.
so we can rivet.
Ellie said, "My father served 30 years." Ellie said, "My father served 30 years in the Army. No caffeine at all. Odd man he is." She said,
Wow.
"I can't do tequila anymore unless it's in a margarita."
You know, I have a very similar problem. I can't do tequila anymore unless it's in Mexico.
Yep. Attila says Three Amigos is in the Carnival Port, right?
One of them is Three Amigos and one of them is Margaritaville. So you could absolutely be right because I can't remember exactly which one is in which. Because you come down the dock and they're both right there to the right. And I think it's Three Amigos is the Carnival one on the Carnival side. I think. If I actually go back and look at my own video, I'll actually tell you. But we've eaten at all of them, so it's
Yes.
losing track here.
Texas Cruiser says, "I know James." And then he says, "Unfortunately, I don't remember getting back to the ship, so now I am banned."
If I was to get in such a situation, this is only me, I would claim, well, I'm old. I can't remember things sometimes because I use that now. I already in that part where Tiffany says, "I told you last week." I said, "No, you didn't." So now I'd just be like, I forgot how we got back from Senior Frogs. I forgot.
Ben says, "Laugh out loud. I am on Voyager of the Seas right now."
Awesome.
That is so great. I hope you're having an awesome time.
Now, I love having people here. I love having chats. I love the interaction. I love my fellow cruisers. But why? Oh, why? Are you on a cruise ship and on here with us?
Not that we don't want you to run off.
Not that we want you to leave. Not that you are not
We
welcome.
appreciate you here.
But my God, you're on a cruise ship. I would not show up if I was on a cruise ship, and I'm the host.
But tell us about
Yeah, but we do like to hear the stories.
Yeah, where are you going? What have you seen? I like it. I like it a lot.
I do too. But
Last time in San Juan, I did an excursion to a rum factory and was the same way, Rick.
James. Oh, that's terrible, sir.
It was only one time.
Yeah. It was an accident. I didn't know. I asked for water. They gave me a margarita. It's not my fault.
Right.
All those work.
Right. Last week, question mark. Judy tells me now and I forget.
Another good one to use too is hearing problems. Huh. Tiffany's convinced I actually can hear just fine, and that I only do it to her.
Mhm.
Not true.
Attila says, "I'd like to do one of those tequila tours or a rum tour. Probably have to be carried back to the ship, though."
That's what I like about Cozumel. You don't even have to do a tour. You just got to walk around.
Yeah,
Every place will offer you some tequila.
even at 7:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's Mexican breakfast, they said.
Yeah. Yeah, that's their words too. Because I'm like, he's like, tequila. I said, it's 8:00 in the morning. He said Mexican breakfast. I had Mexican breakfast.
Yeah.
You
She
win
could,
in Rome.
she could say famous last words. Texas Cruiser. And then Texas at James, it must be a weight thing. And then everybody's laughing. And then Ray, huh? What'd you say?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it locked down. See, I can't hear so much that I've got special headphones for listening to the TV, which cover both ears, and the what's it called?
Drown out all the sound.
They drown out all the other sounds around me. So you could be talking for 3 or 4 hours, but I might not notice.
Tillis is right, Chris. Next time I'm going to trace your path and see what we find too. Chica the Fun. My brother did a brewery and tequila tour in Ensenada, and they tasted 12 tequilas.
Well, I know there's a spot in Cozumel. If you go out the port, and depending on which one you go on, it's about right in the middle. But there's that pyramid at the end of the. It's not an alleyway, but it's like a little shopping center. There's a pyramid at the end. It has a Cozumel sign in front of it, and it's right there between the restaurant that we like, El Chile's, and it's right down in there. Well, right behind that pyramid is a tequila store, and it's a good sized tequila store. And they are firm believers in that store that you should taste everything before you buy it, and you should keep tasting until you find one you like.
Yes.
So you can simply go in there and have to be carried back to the ship just from samples.
Now, Margaret says, I can pass up tequila, but hand me any coffee flavored liqueur and I will not say no. Now, Margaret, here's my question because I have tried it. They have a coffee flavored tequila.
That's true. They do have a coffee flavored tequila too.
Yes, they do. And it was actually really good.
So
we tried it at that beach resort.
Yeah. I love Mexican. I love tequila in Mexico as long as it's the real stuff. Can't stand tequila you can buy here in the States. But if it's the stuff down there, man, that stuff goes down like water, which is part of the problem.
Yes. James says, okay, Chris, we will have to see about cruising this coming year again. Did have a nice cruise with you and Tiffany.
Absolutely. We can go find some more stuff to get into.
Yeah. So listen, that's the one I think I heard about Chica. You get quite a bit of tasting. It's on the west coast of Mexico. I think it was not, I can't say that, or Ensenada.
Mazatlan?
Yeah, that's sure.
Something like that.
I really need to get new glasses because all the letters are kind of bouncing around. Texas Cruiser says, I have a bottle of coffee flavored Patron tequila. It is awesome. Chica says, my husband bought a bottle of mango tequila. Have not tried it yet. It's good. We have it in our fridge.
Yeah, we have the mango. Yeah. Mango, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a bottle of the mango tequila in the refrigerator right now. Super tasty, super smooth. No mixers, no nothing. But I learned that in Mexico, according to the folks in Mexico, tequila is not for shooting. Tequila is not for mixing.
It's for sipping.
Tequila is, well, they have the mixing kind to make the margaritas, but the majority of tequila is sipping tequila. It's meant to be sipped. Yep. And that mango tequila is the sipping kind. And it sips nice.
Margaret says, I'm not a big tequila fan at all. I've been on a tequila tasting tour and couldn't find one I would want to drink more than once. I will be completely honest with you. I can't stand tequila. But I do like the Mexican tequila. It's a lot smoother. It doesn't have that burn and that nasty.
It doesn't have the ethanol in it that they put in the States. Yeah. That's why we like it in Mexico so much.
Chica said, yes, the best tequila is for sipping.
And those authentic margaritas down there, they're crystal clear. The the real ones to me taste more like lemonade than anything else in the world, but they're crystal clear, and you'll be drinking those things and you have no idea what you're getting until it just kind of hits. They're sneaky margaritas.
Texas Cruiser says, I drink my tequila in a glass. I sip my tequila. I don't take shots anymore.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nothing else. Well, on all the cruises we've been on, boy, we learned something new about all the places we go to, all the places we travel. There's always so much new and interesting information there. And it's amazing how much I've learned about tequila.
For us
From
not
cruising.
being drinkers, yeah.
Yeah, and it's all from cruising. Well, you've had, because down that same place where the tequila place is, there's a coffee shop down there on the left Tiffany likes.
Oh,
too.
yes. And they have some awesome horchata. If I said that wrong, I'm so sorry. But
There's a nice coffee shop down there that,
mhm.
that she likes. But you've tasted coffee from all the places you've ever been to.
Yeah.
Even though I told her in Jamaica they strain it through a sock.
It's still good coffee. I bought 2 boxes, brought it home. So Margaret says, my tour was in Puerto Vallarta, so it was definitely Mexican. I don't remember trying anything with coffee flavor, though. Maybe I should try it sometime.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not for everybody.
Yeah. And the one I tried was from a local family. It was their family thing, and it was very localized to that area. So,
Well, we're big on that too. You know, was it actually made here? Was it, someplace local? Are we actually supporting the people here? Even the rum cakes and stuff, they got them in all the shops around there, but they're not made there. You have to find the ones that are made there.
Attila says, wait, I have an idea. Chris, you know some good tequila places and coffee places in Cozumel. Maybe you can host a tour.
And I don't know what I think is one of the best places to eat there. And they are all right next to each other and just across the street from the cruise ship. So if we have too much fun eating and drinking and then getting coffee and then visiting the tequila place, it's just a short walk right back to the ship. You can't get lost.
Yeah. And he says, well, not just us, the whole bunch of us or the whole ship.
I've directed other people there. I don't know if we'll get the whole ship over there. That could delay me getting my lunch. And I'm kind of particular about, I want my tacos.
Yeah. Texas Cruiser, when I go to Roatan, I like to buy some aged rum. That rum is pretty good.
Now, in Roatan, we do know if you go to Mahogany Bay, it's got to be Mahogany Bay. I didn't care for Cox and Hole. But if you go on Carnival or whatever, and you go to Mahogany Bay, you go in and you take the left and go all the way down to the end. They have like a little straw market down in there, and that's where all of your local vendors are. You can get chocolate made down the road. You get the rum cakes that are made right down the road.
Not that Tortuga.
Not Tortuga or none of that. And those rum cakes out of Roatan
were absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they were delicious.
So next time we're down there, though, because I've started making my own homemade vanilla. And you use rum, I bet that would be amazing. With
Tiffany thinks we're a farmer.
Anyway, but I think that would be some really good rum to make the vanilla with.
Farmer.
Nellie says, I can't even sip tequila. The taste is horrid to me. I was the same way. Or I would instantly get sick.
There's some things out there I can't stand the taste of either.
Yeah. Texas Cruiser says, I love that restaurant Tiffany recommended to me in Cozumel. It was very good.
Yeah, and that's the one right there that's El Chili's, right there by the coffee shop, right there by the rum factory. They're all in that same spot right there. Yeah, you can have a whole great time in Cozumel and not go very far.
Yep.
But then there's another coffee place that it's kind of hidden if you don't know it's back there.
It's by the bucket of tacos.
My Tiffany, that bucket of tacos. But yeah, back by the place upstairs, they have buckets of tacos. Do you like that one though too? Didn't you?
Yes, that one was very good and very cheap. It was only like $3 for a large.
Yeah, like a little kiosk almost.
Yeah,
type
kind of. Yeah.
building outside there. Nicest girls working in there. giant coffee, and it's like $3.
Texas Cruiser says, I always buy a couple of bottles of rum and Roatan. Sheikah, I learned something new at my mixology class on the Perenzi. I know I said that wrong. I learned that Bacardi is originally from Cuba. After the revolution, they went to Europe. They came back and settled in Puerto Rico. Nellie said, rum is a different story. Yum. And budgeting by Dina is here. Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome, welcome. And lots of folks in here just having chit chat. We're actually talking about rum and tequila and good places to eat in Cozumel. That's pretty much what we do in here. We just talk about what we like, where it's good to go, share info. It's pretty much just a big old, a lot of us have been in here a long time together too.
Yeah.
A couple years now. It's a big group of friends in here is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Attila says, wife likes the rum dark and story drinks with good rum. Yeah, I really got to get my glasses checked.
The rum's okay. We think we sampled some in the Bahamas. I'm pretty sure we did. I know we've been in weird places and they give you shots for different things. And they're like, here, drink this. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Stormy.
Where'd you leave off at, Ruth?
Wife likes the rum dark and stormy drinks with
Oh.
rum.
Oh, okay. Then everybody's.
Now I'm hungry for the guacamole from that restaurant in Cozumel. Me too.
Tiffany loves that. She loves that they will come make her guacamole for her right then and there at the table.
I'm gonna eat that. Just that.
That's true. Coffee you'll try anywhere in any place she's never been in. Well, even the places she's been before, she'll get some guacamole.
Mm-hmm.
You've been to guacamole making class somewhere. We did go to a class where you learned how to make guacamole.
No, we didn't learn how to make guacamole. We learned how to make
No, they made the guacamole. She even came home and tried it.
Oh yeah. And then we also did the pico de gallo.
Yes, I do remember that.
Dark and Stormy is a rum and ginger beer cocktail. Oh, that sounds good. Good ginger beer is good by itself too.
87 days to the next cruise.
No, we have like
Well, no,
300 and
no, we don't. 300 and something. I'm still looking at trying to hop on the 27th of February. An impromptu hangout with people cruise.
Nellie says January 19th, Harmony. Can't wait. Sheikah said chips and salsa accompanied by a margarita. Yep, I like it.
I'm about the taco.
Yes.
Love the taco.
Jane says we will have to get a few of us on a cruise this coming year. Think it would be fun. Texas Cruiser says, there you go, Sheikah, love it.
And I agree, James. It might be fun, or we're all going to end up in the brig. I think that may be a possibility also. Not for anything terrible, not for anything awful, but at the end of the day, or maybe not confined. We all may be confined to our staterooms. They finally might be like, you know what, y'all are done. Go to your room for the night.
And Nellie says they leave February 27th.
Just think about it. We have all this conversation here on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if there were multiple of us in one spot in person?
Yes.
Taste this. Try this. Oh, no, this one's really good. Then the story starts swapping.
Yeah. Texas Cruiser says, everyone have an awesome week. We have been on here for over an hour. Didn't even realize it.
Yeah, we will. We'll get Yeah, it was with Nellie for the February 27th.
Yes.
That was on Mariner, right? Was that Mariner or Harmony? I want to book my luck. I booked the wrong day. Shit.
Frankie's here. Hello, everyone. I'm running late. Chica said that would be fun.
It would be fun.
Yes.
Well, Chica's a really good reason why, too, that we need to go sail out of Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good reason to go sail with somebody right out of Los Angeles. Gives an excuse to go to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Sail and have somebody to sail with.
Yes. February 27th, Mariner.
Okay. I thought that's the one it was. I just wanted to make sure before I went and looked at the wrong day and cruise. Because I like cruising with other people.
Yes.
I like cruising with other people and meeting other people. We had not done it a whole lot until we did it with James.
We had a blast.
It had such a good time that I was like, yeah, we'll cruise with everybody.
Texas Cruiser says April 16th, Mariner. Chica says, come on down. I'll be your tour guide.
Believe me, it's on the list. There's so much I want to see over there and cruise from over there. We've never cruised from other than Seattle. So yeah, we definitely want to go there. But I think we are going to get ready to wrap this up for the night. Been on here a little over an hour. I know people got things to do, places to go, dinners to eat, and it's in the middle of the week.
Yes.
So, but we will be back. Yes, we will be. I was counting the days, and we're not going to do the Christmas week, but next week is still the week before Christmas. So we will be back next week. More talk, more conversation, see what else is going on in the cruising world. Of course, we will have videos out and about throughout the week. I'm going to be making a couple of programming changes. We're going to be trying out a couple of new things. If you don't like it, let me know. But we're going to be trying a couple of different things, trying to make some adjustments to fit other things going on in the cruising sphere. So if you see a little something, you're like, why is he doing this? We're trying out a couple of things. Nothing bad. You're still going to have our stuff, our shows. It's just maybe slightly different formats.
Yes.
So I have not utterly lost my mind. We're actually trying it on purpose. Like I said, if it doesn't work and nobody likes it, we'll stop doing it.
Exactly.
But we will be back here next Wednesday, 6:30, same bat time, same bat channel, same bat, crazy bat woman.
Yes.
Sorry, I wouldn't do the show without you, though. I need someone who can read the comments.
I'm not doing very well.
But thank you guys for being here. Like always, really, really appreciate it. Love to see some new names in here. Some we hadn't seen in a while. Some we've never seen before. We appreciate it. Love you guys being here. Always feel free to come back on Wednesdays. This is what we do. Yeah. We talk, we chat, we share. We are friends, and we are, in my opinion, one of the best cruising communities out here. We are close-knit, and it's the best thing about us. Mm-hmm. So, everybody have yourselves a really good night. There's not going to be an outro either because I'm pretty sure that's messed up. But so if it just looks like it hangs up on you, it was not on purpose. But let me see here. I'll have this fixed by next week. But all right, everybody. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Love having you guys here. And like always,
we'll see you out on the high seas.
Good night, everybody.